So out today fishing North Channel, just starting our walk from the car park. It's a fairly long one. Max, turn around. Say hello.
Hello.
Got his new waders on, thinking he's the bee's knees. Thank you, Ben Beale, for those. Hoping to catch some hounds today. How many are you going to catch, Max?
As many as I can.
As many as you can. We got 20 odd crab. Once they're gone, they're gone. What's your PB on the hound so far, Max?
8.5 pounds.
8.5. So we're aiming to beat that today, yeah?
Aiming to go for a 9 pounder.
9 pounder today. Oh, why not go double figures?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. All right, we'll see you when we're there. So Max is coming over the weed and down onto the mud. Come on, buddy. We've parked at the end of the car park where the caravan parked today.
Bit of a trek.
Bit of a trek. Crossing this now.
Just got to cross this channel.
Go on in, buddy. You lead the way.
Just got to cross this channel.
Test those new waders out. Okay, it's not the little fish we want today, is it? It's the big ones.
Oh, it's just... Whoa.
Come on, whoa, take your time. There's just certain channels, those waders are quite big. Oh, easy. It's the deepest you've been. Right, look at that. Absolutely stunning place to fish. Big massive sandbank. 10-15 minute walk down here now and we'll pitch up. So I've cast out Max's first cast at 11:46 just to give him a little bit of extra distance. It's 11:49. He's already had a slack liner, so he's going to give it a go and reeling this in. Fingers crossed it's the first hound of the year for him. Straight away into a nice bend. Fish on there, Max?
Yeah, fish on.
Fish on, excellent. So Max is still reeling this fish in. It's against the tide on this one, so it's quite tough. Keep it going then, buddy. Should almost be in. Okay, keep it going. Take your time now.
Yeah, there's some head shakes.
Some head shakes of it.
This is a hound.
This is a hound.
Not far now.
Not far now. We're the last ones on the beach and he's into the first fish. That is Max luck straight there. Oh, I can see the shock leader knot, buddy. Here comes the line. He's swimming in. Keep it going, buddy. Best scrap he's had off a hound, he's saying. There it is. Keep it coming then, buddy. That's a nice one. Hey, come on. So here's Max with his first hound of the year. What do you reckon, buddy?
I reckon he's about 8.5.
8.5. We'll get him unhooked and we'll get him in the sling, okay?
Okay.
Careful the fingers. So we've brought the sling with us to weigh the hounds.
So first cast, I've beaten my PB.
First cast, beating the PB, 9.2 pounds. Well done, buddy. So what are you doing there then, buddy?
Feeding the quick crab.
Feeding the crab. Yeah, look at it.
There's the crab.
Cool. So fishing the dongle rig today. Not overly struck on the bright coloured lines, but Max likes it, especially after he got a hook stuck in his finger. He knows he can see the traces here. Today we've gone for a slightly different one. We're fishing fixed paternosters down to an imp there. We're using
a dongle instead of a normal hook setup. So it's a fixed paternoster with the dongle hook setup on the bottom.
Cool, we'll get the crab bait onto that. Do you want to bait it up and show how you do it?
Okay, so all we're doing is we're cutting the crab like this.
And why are you cutting the crab like that?
To get more scent out of it.
Okay.
And then I'm using my Nova baiting tool.
So Max loves these Nova baiting tools. I'd never used one before, but he saw it on a YouTube video and copied it, and he absolutely loves it and finds he baits up much neater with it.
And then you just push the crab bait on, so it's like a sausage. And then I'm going to be using my Nova elastic, big spool of like elastic, and then just doing this. You don't even need, and basically that's all you do really. And then you just hand snap the elastic, grab the dongle, lay the dongle like that, and it's hard to kind of to elasticate it because you got the hook like that, so you gotta elasticate it like that, and you got a loop at the bottom. You don't want that loop in the bait.
Max, you better be quick baiting that up because your rod is bouncing again already.
Oh, I've already reeled in a 9 pound recently downed.
Okay, how are we looking on that one now?
Done roughly. Just slide it off the bait tool. There's your bait.
Nice, perfect, well done. Thanks for doing that for me. I'm going to pinch that rig now. Nice one. Plenty of head dogs there. Look at it. Look at the tip. He's going.
So my dad reckons he's into a fish. I'll go down there and land it for him now.
So I've just reeled in my first hound, only a baby. Know the dongle rig's been covered loads, but just thought I'd kind of show you why I think it's great. Straight away you can see hook is nice and proud through the jaw. Really simple to get it out. The other bit for me is that I can use much lighter hook length than I'd want to be using normally, just because the hook the snood rather shouldn't go too close to the fish's mouth. With the loop, presents the bait much more naturally. So let's get that hook out now. Normally I'd use a disgorger, but with these dongles, really simple, just quick nick with the pliers and straight out. And there's the circle hook there that we've used. They're getting weighed in the sling, we'll get them straight back. I think Max has got another fish on, so we'll get that in now. So this is Max's second cast. He'd had a few knocks on it. Definitely wasn't quite as big a knock as the first bite. Anything on there, buddy? Maybe a little one. On this one from a fixed paternoster to a little pulley. Oh my gosh, he's got the smallest hound I've ever seen in my life. Look at that. All that fuss. I think the weight weighed more than that. Max, what do you reckon? Needs all of one thing. This one's so big he needs his whole hand to hold this one up. I think it's actually a baby little taupe.
Massive one, this is.
Massive one. Right, why don't you just chuck him back before we even get the next one baited up? Alright, well done.
So we're mostly using fixed paternosters, but we got a mixture of rigs, and I just wanted to try a short pulley that I made this morning with a fixed top hook with a circle, 4-0 circle, and a 4-0 wide mesh specimen on the bottom. Crab bait for the hounds. Again, so I'm going to cut the crab up for there, thread him onto the needle.
So he's not going all the way through the crab, he leaves the top part on rather than cutting it completely in half. Again, I'm going to just interrupt the filming because it looks like he's got another bite. They bite different here on the North Channel, so you mostly get a slack line rather than the ratchet type run. Hopefully you can see that. Max, you're going to have to bait up quicker or reel this fish in and not have a spare rig. Up to you, but you got another hound on. Okay. So So Max is literally on his third cast. He had a good bite, which you could see. I think he's definitely got a fish on there. Again, because of the weight, and he's only 10, bless him. Takes him a little while to reel these in on his own. So I'm going to pause this filming, as I'm sure you'll all get bored of just watching the constant reel. And I'll come back to you once we can start to see the fish. So like I said, third cast. Third fish for Max. Just take it easy coming in, Max. He's there, he's hooked. I'm going to help Max land that. Well done, buddy. Absolutely smashing it so far. Brilliant work. Again, dongle on that rig doing the trick. So again, we've brought the sling with us today just to try and be a bit nicer to the fish. Hound in there. This one, 9.2, bang on the same, buddy. Well, I'm sure that was the same fish. Do you want to get him out and get him back?
Yeah.
So I've just reeled in. Didn't think I had anything on. And I've had the biggest dab I have ever seen. So it's on a 3 or 4 row circular hook on a dongle with a whole crab.
Look at the size of that.
Look at the size of it.
That fish.
Max, pop him on the box. Let's get him measured.
That's a fish. That's a thick fish as well.
So let's get.
37.
I'll tell you what. We'll get this unhooked and properly weigh him a second. Not sure if you can see this. Max has had his 4th cast. So literally 2 hounds over 9 pounds and a baby taupe straight away on this cast into another hound. Like I said, the hound bites down here are really different to somewhere like Aberthaw. You don't get the ratchet runs. It's a strong tide rip out there and they just pull the lead out. You get the bounce and maybe a bit of slack line on the rod. Okay, walk him back, Max. Walk him back.
2 hounds?
No way. So look at that. This is the pulley that Max put on with the fixed hook. And he's got a hound and a dogfish double. Wow, well done, buddy. Alright, so just had another one for me. Second one of the day. Decent size. So this fish is really going for it here. Got the Any Fish Anywhere tournament match going on. So I bet Max £10 that I was going to have the biggest one. 9.35 on the scales. Winning so far. He's got a bit of work to do now to catch me up.
I'll catch another one. A lot bigger.
Max into another fish. Bit of a competition at the moment who can catch the most. I think we've had 5 casts each and we haven't had a single cast yet without a fish. Just looking up at my rod actually, and it's got a bite on it too. Drag is set a little bit so that should pull through if needed. Let's get Max's in and I'll be there on the other side. He's still going with this fish. Just got the fin up here. Only a little baby one. Still nice to see him coming in though. Oh, it's a dogfish. Another doggy, Max. That's 2 doggies.
Not what I want.
Not what you wanted, but fish is a fish.
This doggy going back. Fight for another day.
Max, this is real life as you're filming, being baited up. Okay. Another bite straight on the rod tip. Nice bite. Lovely, Max. Hurry up and bait that up. Or do you want to reel this in and you can have my spare rig?
I'll bait this one up.
Bait this one up, look. He's a professional. He wants to get his spare trace ready rather than the fish on the deck.
It's better to have a spare rig baited up.
Oh wow, look at that rod. See, look at that. Brilliant.
That fish is well hooked.
Brilliant bite on that. I'm going to loosen that drag. Wowzers, mate. Max is reeling in after that bite. Absolutely incredible bite. It had only been in the water for 2 or 3 minutes.
I reckon it's only been in just the water.
Yeah, that was the first cast just over low water that we had another bite. So we've been without a fish now for probably about 15-20 minutes. But as soon as that fresh bait hit the water, fish straight on. It pays to keep baiting up every 15 to 20 minutes down here.
I reckon this is the best fish of the session.
You reckon it's the best fish of the session, do you?
Yeah.
You're not going to beat my 9.35.
I am.
Nice hound, buddy, well done. I said fresh crab on, hound straight away. Well done for reeling that in again, buddy. Arms are going to be knackered tonight. So this is how good the fishing is. This is Max's hound who's just reeling in. How heavy is it, Max?
7.65 pounds.
7.65 pounds. As he's reeled that one in and we're getting photos, the rod tip started already again. So he's got another bite straight away. Get him back there, Max. 1 second, let me... Such an amazing fish. Love watching them swim away. Off he goes. Off goes Larry. Off to catch him in a couple more years. So not sure whether you can see both rods. Both got hounds on.
Oh, mine's gone slack now.
So the father-son double hookup didn't quite come to plan. We got the one hound in on the pennel, but Max unfortunately missed his on the dongle randomly. He's baiting the next one up ready. Fish are definitely coming back through now on the flood straight away. As soon as the bait's hitting the water, we're getting bites, which is great. So hopefully we'll have a few more fish to show you before the end of the video. So literally, as I said, I know I keep saying it, as soon as the bait's hitting the water, now the tide's come back through, we're getting the bites. Look, double bites again. Max, look at yours, look at yours, look at yours. Wow, right. Oh, just undo that drag a little bit because it's going to take the rod off. Right, Max, think you need to get onto that one, leave your rig. So this is the fish from that last bite. Really giving Max a great fight, this one. Reckons this is the biggest one of the day. Keep it coming then, buddy. Take your time. Here he comes. Stunning little fish. Okay, take your time, walk onto the beach. So that was the father and son reel in. I couldn't quite film us both, obviously, but there's the two hounds next to each other on the beach, just in exactly the same time of each other. Happy days. Well done, buddy. So there's Max with the double hound shot.
Look at the size of that tail.
One Dad's, one Max's. Do you want to get them both in, buddy?
Yeah.
Pop them in then. We've just reeled in those two hounds together. Straight away both rods then bit again in the tide. See if I can get the bites on. So just reeled in that fish on that bite. Definitely think he's the biggest of the day. I'm going to get him in the sling. The sling is soaking, so I might have to weigh him in and out of the sling just to get a true weight. Get the scales now. Just clear the scales a second. He's definitely the biggest one I've had today. So he's coming in at 12.85 pounds. It's a beauty. So I'm sure you're getting bored of smooth hounds now. But another one in. It's 25 past 2. We're on our last crab. Max's arms are tied, aren't they, buddy? Yeah. Literally 2 casts out there. Max has got his spare trace baited up. Once that's out, that's the end of the session. Clouds are coming in. I'm on my last cast. Max has got one rig. Last one baited up, ready to go. His arms are tired though, so I don't know how he's going to reel in any more fish. But I think we've both had slight nibbles on this one, not quite as aggressive bites. So, last cast of mine. Dogfish, thought I'd escape them today, but clearly not. Max is into another fish, coming thick and fast. I think this is number 21, but honestly I'm starting to lose count. How's the arm holding up? Kind of good, kind of not. Good. Last but one cast for Max. Dogfish as well. Just cast his last rig out. Last cast. Last cast. Water's creeping in now. Rod's only been out for a few minutes. It's the last half a crab. And it's got a bite straight away. Even though Max's arms are tired, he's going to reel this one in non-stop, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to get him then?
I just had a slack line. That's not a doggy. That's not a doggy.
Almost 3-hour session now. 2:45. This is the last cast. Tons of fish in a 3-hour session. 21. Like I said, Max is only 10. Well then, buddy, last hound of the day. We'll be back again in a couple of weeks. Let's get him onto the beach and unhooked.
So we ended up with 23 fish, 17 hounds, a dab, 4 dogfish and a little taupe. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.